Now back to Salinas. Plenty of space. Isaiah will fire a three. He hits it again! Isaiah Salinas let him rip from the right wing. 49-45. It's a two-possession game. 4:53 to go. Same spot, same shot. It's a new career high for Isaiah. He's got 3 made threes.
Third and long. It'll be a 3rd and 14 officially from the 48 of Dodge City. 2:22 left to play in the second quarter. 4 wide receivers in formation, stacked to the near side. That's where Garverlander will run. He's going to throw back over his body. It's going to be picked off by Caleb Weesey. He's got plenty of space off to the far side, the 30, the 20. Green grass in front of him. Caleb Weesey picks off the pass and scores a touchdown for the Garden City defense.
Bronkbuster's going to push. Elliott pulls up. Over to Humphrey. Feeling it from the right wing. Dejan knocks it down. 55-54, timeout Cloud County. Dejan hits his 7th three-pointer. He's 11 of 19 total, 7 made threes, and he's got 32 points. 2-2 to Foster. In the air towards center field. Is this going to get over the wall? It will. A home run to center field for Cammie Foster. And the run continues with the stick at the plate. It's 2-0 Garden City on the 2nd home run of the year from Cameron Foster.
Weesey under center, Hyman off to the right side. It'll be a misdirection off to the inside for Ortega. Trying to cut the corner. He's got one man to beat forward. Jerry files forward, breaks a tackler off to the end zone. Near side touchdown Garden City. Finally the Buffaloes break through. Jerry Ortega uses the skill and the vision to get forward for Garden City.
22 first half points. Steinmetz steps back, right foot 3. That's not good. Underwood, though, grabs the miss. Jake works his back to the basket, attacks. Giamatti Archie leads the conference in blocks, and he just sent Underwood away. Quickly up the other side, Schmidberger, he attacks, and an offensive foul. Emilio Zunt stands tall, takes the charge, and Schmidberger picks up the foul. First foul for him, first foul for Hayes in the second half. Buffalo still trailed by 3, 25-25, 22. First shot of the second half, a miss. Underwood collected and then lost the basketball. Underwood stands right of the circle. Now it goes to Weesey, works right block, back to Jake. Jake thought about a 3, he'll step up, hesitate, back to Zunt. Emilio thought about stepping into one, now he'll attack the lane, back out to Steinmetz. Steinmetz works to the top. Salinas, catch and shoot 3 for Isaiah, and he knocks it down. 25-25. Garden City strikes first in the third quarter. 4 points for Isaiah, and we're back to even. Great start. Garden City's been really, really good out of the first half break. See what Williamson has got for the boys today. They're going to come out in a little bit more of a 2-3 zone. That's exactly what they're going to do. Working a 2-3 zone. Hayes will have to shoot simply around it. Weimer stands top of the key. Salinas and Zunt out to guard him. Garden City communicating. Now off to the right side. Salinas and Steinmetz. Now they go left side. Try to break up that zone. Groen hits a 3 from the left wing. Back and forth we go. 3's alive. 28-25. Hayes back on top. Steinmetz looks for Weesey. Free throw line run for Caleb here. Lost the ball. Stolen away by Weimer. 4 on 3 for Hayes. Weimer in and out between his back legs. Weesey swipes it away. Weimer got a little too particular. Up to Steinmetz. He'll hesitate. Now he'll drive. Free throw line jumper for Chase Money. Doan, you are getting a good one. Chase Steinmetz scores his first basket since the first quarter. 28-27. Hayes a 1-point lead. Steinmetz up to 9 points. Check that, 10 points. Jay scores in double figures for the 9th straight game. 10th straight game. Groen being swatted around by Underwood. They've got a trap here. Sent back out to the top. Weimer. Actually, the pass comes from Vanderweg to Weimer. Right corner 3 is good. Hayes is knocking him down. That 2-3 zone might not be effective. Hayes is simply saying, you're going to give us a zone, we're just going to shoot right over the top of it. 31-27. Weesey, free throw line J. Caleb knocks it down again. 31-29, and then a turnover for Hayes. Vanderweg walked the line. He stepped his foot over the baseline before he threw it in. 31-29, Garden City a chance to tie or take the lead now in this possession. Steinmetz will inbound. Williamson helps position up to Weesey. Basketball's played in, goes back to Salinas. Third quarter three from Isaiah started the scoring for Garden City in this quarter. 5 even to go in the third. 31-29. Salinas works around a top screen for Weimer. Stands around the free throw lane. Now works to Zunt. Zunt tiptoes the baseline. Over to Steinmetz, right corner. Jace, stop, pop, shoot, make. Jace Steinmetz is feeling it. 12 points for the senior. 31-31. This is fun. Stuck in the right corner. Garden City looking for a stop. They have not led since early in the second quarter. Back out to the top. Here's a shot from Vanderweg. Pounces in, halfway out. Growing, second chance opportunities good. 33-32. The offense has come alive for both teams. 4:11 to go in the quarter. Salinas. They'll go to Emilio. They'll work around the perimeter. More of a man-to-man look here. Hayes tries to defend Garden City. Salinas tries to work to Steinmetz. Steinmetz stands left block. He'll turn around off his back foot. That shot short. Got his own make, though. Or miss, rather. It's rebounded in and out. Tipped in and around once again. Weesey goes back up, and Caleb attacks and gets fouled. Kiamani Archie picked up his second block. It ricocheted. He's so powerful, Archie is, that when he sends a shot blocked away, 9 times out of 10, it's rebounded out by the team that it was blocked. A couple of substitutions now making their way into the game. Edwin Moeller comes in for Devin Schmidberger. 3:46 to go in the third quarter. Zunt trying to find an inbounder. Now he goes to Caleb Weesey. Weesey stands right block, working on Kiamani Archie. Beautiful move by Caleb. Got right up and under Kiamani Archie. Put him on the skates and put it off the glass. 2 more, 33-33. Garden City has tied twice in this quarter, but has not led yet. Now to the corner. Moeller working in and around. Vanderweg dumps it in. Stolen away. Too much on the pass right there. Zunt checks his behind. He has a spot to Steinmetz. Now Jace. Plenty of room down the left lane. Soft touch there by Steinmetz. Long rebound comes out to Underwood, right corner. Steinmetz thought about launching a three from the right corner. Instead, he feeds to Weesey. Weesey attacks. Back out to the top. Salinas steps in. He'll turn around. Float it up with the left hand. Soft touch right there for Isaiah Salinas. 5 second half points for Isaiah. And Garden City, its first lead in the second half, 35-33. 30-second timeout going to be taken by Hayes. Sean Draling's seen enough. Does not want the Buffaloes to pull away here. Ton of momentum in the side of Garden City. 2:52 to go in the third. Just a 30-second timeout. Ball on the 29, 11-16 to go. We are just underway on the first drive of the game from Riverfront Stadium. Baylen Hite, Aaron Elam, Stevie DeSalvo on the sidelines for us as we are set for the 85th Hatchet game, this time from Wichita. 3rd and 10 upcoming. Caden Garvalena in the shotgun. The back to the left of him is Chance Kerr. 3 wide receivers off to the far side. Caden Garvalena will scramble. Eddie Rodriguez trying to bring him down. Pass was intended for the receiver, Isaiah Taylor, but it was busted out of there by Colin Kleistuber over the middle, as well as number 32, Carter Ramsey. Nice defensive stop. Forces a 3 and out, and that's the way Garden City need to start on defense.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love what I see right there. Linebackers were free to run. Eddie and Elam were up there in the quarterback's face, made him throw that one, had a receiver right there, but then Hyman just laid the wood to him, caused him to drop the ball, and 3 and out. That's what Garden City needs. Second level has been a big strength for Garden City this season on defense. Remington Miller will stand at the 15-yard line. He gets a clean punt away. The intended return man, Ryan Hyman, will call for a fair catch way back by about the 30-yard line. So flipping fields pretty well was Miller there with the punt, and that's where the Garden City offense will start with 11:05 and no score. Yeah, we'll see what the offense wants to do here. You know, again, they're going to come out here. They're going to try some things up front. They're going to try to, maybe even, anyway, they're just going to try to see what Dodge City's going to give them here. And, as long as we're getting off the ball and blowing those big guys up front off the ball. I mean, I'm going to watch Garrett Messenger, 66. He's got a week's worth. I didn't get to play last week, and he's not happy. I feel sorry for the guy across from him.
Looked pretty mobile there in practice this week. Of course, Garden City, some injuries, but this one, the first handoff of the game for Garden City, is taken for about 3 yards by Zach Kiosenfett. That's going to be a focus for Garden City tonight. They're going to want to take care of the ball, put it on the ground,
and bring down some time. And you've got an excellent running back who's coming off of 3 consecutive 100-yard-plus rushing games to do just that.
Yeah, Zach's got to just continue to hang on to the ball and keep positive yards. Talked about it in the pregame, stay ahead of the chains. Hey, we're ahead of the chains right now. That's a good deal. We come back, run the same play, gain another 4, brings up 3rd and short, and that's what Garden City's got to do.
This will set up 2nd and about 6 from the 30-yard line. Garden City takes a snap. Weesey will flip it off to the far side. Here's Ortega. He's got some space off to the far side, cuts back near the sticks. He may have just gotten the line of gain or about a yard short as he gets pushed out of bounds by a few Red Demons.
That's as open as I've seen that play this season. I like what I see right there. We had a good block on the corner out there by Hyman, a wide receiver spot, standing in a guy's way, and just, that one will be there here in a little bit. Run that to the short side of the field. I think going to the long side of the field, Jerry might be gone.
Yeah, there was just enough pushback there in the secondary. Vincent Ortiz had a push, as well as Bryson Unzueta. 3rd and short for Garden City coming up on the 39. It's going to be a false start on Garden City, and this will make it a lot tougher of a 3rd down. This is an area where we really haven't had to talk a whole lot about for Garden City because they've played pretty clean. There hasn't been a whole lot of dirty laundry, and when it hasn't affected the tempo of the game.
Yeah, motion nerves right there, maybe causing a little bit of early movement. And, probably something we can be unexpected. But that's one thing that I've really been impressed with this Garden City team this year is their ability to not have a lot of yellow laundry out there on the field.
They're going to send 2 wide receivers off into the far side. They'll have the down men, Zach Kiosenfett, behind Caleb Weesey under center. 1 wide receiver off to the far side. It's a little bit of a reversal. This will go to Hyman. He's got some space. He's cutting up the near side, breaks a tackler. He's at the 40, trying to get more space up the field. If he stayed in bounds, he's still true. He's got all the green space to run into the end zone. Ryan Hyman starts off the hatchet game right in front of the Garden City student section, and Buffaloes are up 6 points with 9:47 left to play in the first quarter.
Well, I tell you what a foot race right there. Remington Miller, one of the fastest defensive backs in the WAC, if not in the state, chasing Hyman down there. 2 more steps, and he's going to get Hyman. But, Hyman turned it on right there. That's what I like to see, man. Good cuts, good plays. And we got to stay ahead, up 7 now here. We need another 3 and out.
The big play is there for Garden City. Again, I said Ryan Hyman always seems to get Garden City moving. He did it just there. The question was if he would stay in bounds. About the 30-yard line, he started dancing, and he stayed true. PAT try is up and on. Isaac Rivera punches it through, and Garden City's got a 7-point lead off of just 4 plays on offense. 9:47 left to play in the first quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Here you're listening to Garden City High School football on 99.9 The Rock. Welcome back to McDonald's Stadium in downtown El Dorado. Garden City and Butler in Game 1 of 2. This is the 7-inning format of today's Jayhawk Conference doubleheader. Game 2 will be a 9-inning projected game. 3-1. Butler leads after 3 runs in the bottom half of the first. Garden City in the away half of the second with a run. Still no hits, though. 4 hits for Butler, an error, allowing the lone Garden City run to come in. Busters out in the field. Garrett Fager up to start off the second inning for Butler momentarily. Talked about McDonald's Stadium quite a bit, but I always say the character of a stadium can be addressed and figured out by how many sunflower seed shells and peanut shells can be found, whether walking throughout the dugout, up the stairs, in the seating. And there are enough to signify, or solidify rather, I think the better word choice. This is maybe my favorite stadium so far. That could be the weather talking. Some of the best weather we've had at a 1 p.m. start time as Shirley fires in a called strike. Shirley from the windup. His back left foot touching the mound. Either the rubber. Swinging strike for the 9-hitter Fager. Out in left field today, has not seen any action. He'll drive one towards left field, but foul. Reading, Kansas, for the 6-foot freshman outfielder of Sage City High School. A lot of KS on this roster for Butler. Grizzlies do a really good job recruiting inside the Sunflower State. Fager shoots it straight up and towards left field. Kalen Bing in to make the play in shallow left. There's one away. Lineup card turns over for B.J. McVeigh. His 13th season, 19th overall. Of course, Coach McVeigh
The head coach for Butler when Caleb Cox, the now Garden City manager, was the catcher for the Grizzlies. Bunt attempt for the leadoff man, Holmes. He pulls back. It's a ball 1-0. Holmes led off with a double in the first inning. Made it to third on a pass ball and would score on an RBI ground out from Justin Hudson. There's a miss once again from Shirley, 2-0. Caleb Cox said this place is where everything started for him. 2 seasons as the catcher for Butler Community College. Played his sophomore season in 2017. Batted 300, over 300. Pitch is out. 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man, Holmes, here with 1 out away in the second inning. Here comes Hayden Dyer. Dyer over at short, a pretty clean book, but the decision to go to third allowed the first run of the inning to come in to score for Garden City. Shirley able to keep an eye on Holmes over at first, and now he'll step off the mound and make a throw. Back in safely is Josh Holmes. Runner goes from first. Shirley had him picked off, but Holmes too quick into second. And that was good pickoff move from Shirley, but Holmes too quick. Gets to first from second, gets to second from first. Called strike on the breaking ball to start out Dyer, 0-1. Straight up the chute. This will stay in the infield off the inner half of the bat. Stutz calls off Metzen, goes to his left and makes out number 2. That keeps Holmes at second base. 2 gone in the bottom half of the second inning.
Now batting is the first baseman, number 34, Justin Hudson.
Talked about Coach Cox's start as a player, graduate assistant, catching coordinator at Butler Community College. But when the Garden City Community College job opened up this summer, first call to athletic director Mike Pilasoff was former Butler softball coach Doug Chance. Runner goes from second base over to third. It's hit right between Gundelfinger and Barber. That a situation where Quinn went to cover third base, and where he was at would have been an easy play to make to throw to first for the final out of the inning. But instead, it's an RBI single for Justin Hudson. Hudson's second RBI, first hit of the day. Holmes comes in to score from second. Good hit and run set up right there by B.J. McVeigh and the Butler Grizzlies. That means one more run in, 4-1. Alan Benthart, the cleanup hitter, grounded out to second his first trip through. Left-hander with a bright red bat gives this a drive towards right field. Is it going to get out? It will go off the front of the wall. Looked initially like it might get out. It's going to be a double for right now. Throws cut off by Metzen at first from the right fielder, Connor Hatfield. And there's 2 in scoring position off consecutive hits off of Caden Shirley. That looked like for sure that was going to get out, but we do have a slight breeze blowing in from right field. McDonald Stadium facing northeast. This wind out of the south at about 10 miles an hour today. Probably one of the lower strengths and lower breezes that we've had this season, but that enough to keep it inside the ballpark. 0-0 with 2 outs. Loomis hops on the first pitch and fouls it away left side. Justin Hudson, not the fleetest of foot on the base pass, only able to get to third on the double, and of course he was holding up, but with 2 outs really could have been moving on contact. Second and third. Pitch runs inside. The breaking ball nearly actually hits Loomis. Loomis already an RBI single. He would come around to score. That the last Butler run of the first inning. The last Butler run of the game until Josh Holmes just scored. 1-1 for Loomis. Goes down and chases a curveball. 1-2. Shirley almost exclusively using his off-speed pitches today. 6 hits for Butler, 4 runs in. No hits yet for Garden City, but they do have a run. 4-1 in the bottom of the second. 1-2. Shirley ahead of the catcher Loomis. Trying to get out of the inning with limited damage. He does just that. Loomis swings right through to his knees. It's the first strikeout of the outing for Caden Shirley. Garden City out of the inning. 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on, 1 run does come in. We move to the top of the third. Garden City baseball right here on 99.9 The Rock.